This is for educational use only. Our group is allowing our instructor, Mr. Roldan Ardines, to use this as educational material.
Cadet Guardians Dustin P. Baguio, and we're the Group 2, and we will discuss about the 6 core claims of globalization. So let's start. So the first one is globalization is about the liberalization and global integration of markets. In other words, the concrete outcomes of market interactions are neither intended nor foreseen, but are the result of the workings of what Adam Smith famously called the invisible happening. Yet, globalists usually convey the assertion that globalization is integration of markets in the form of moral imperatives. The concept of free trade arose as a moral principle even before it became a pillar of economics. So, number 2, globalization is inevitable and irreversible. Despite of preposition that the market is based on independent intersubjective decisions of independent and individual rational actors within a liberally organized democratic society, it is still spoken with in a Marxist Hegelian determinisms of seeing globalization as the natural, historical, local, and universal organization principles. It is possibly accepted yet actively pursued. President Clinton on U.S. foreign policy today, we must embrace the inexorable logic of globalization, that everything from the strength of our economy to the safety of our cities to the health of a people depends on events not only within our borders but halfway of the world away. And number 3, nobody is in charge of globalization. So, the great beauty of globalization is that no one is in control. But great beauty of globalization is that it is not controlled by any individual and government, any institution. Robert Hermans, Vice Chairman of Goldman Sachs. The meaning of the group, the foundation that all workers on spreading neoliberal principles and New World Order principles have been deeply rooted in ancient history.
Hi, I am Cadet Sharzad Dexter and will discuss the remaining core claims globalization based on Manfred Steger's ideology. Globalization benefits everyone. This decontestation chain lies at the heart of globalism because it provides an affirmative answers to a crucial normative question or whether globalization represents a good phenomenon. The adjacent idea of benefits for everyone is usually unpacked in material terms such as economic growth and prosperity. However, when linked to globalism peripheral concept progress, the idea of benefits for everyone taps not only in liberalism progress worldview but also draw on the powerful socialist vision establishing an economic paradise on earth. At the 1996 G7 summit, the heads of state government of the world's 7 most powerful industrial nations issued a joint communique that amplifies the principal meanings of globalization conveyed in Charge 4. Even those globalists who consider the possibility of unequal global distribution patterns nonetheless insist the market itself will eventually correct these irregularities. As John Mahan, chairman of the U.S. Public Securities Association, put its episodic dislocation such as mass unemployment and reduced social service might be necessary in the short run, but in the long run, they will give way to quantum leaps in productivity. The fifth decontestation chain links globalization and market to the adjacent concept of democracy, which also plays a significant role in liberalism, conservatism, and socialism. Globalists typically decontest democracy through its proximity to market and the making of economic choice. A theme developed through the 1980s. Indeed, a careful discourse analysis of relevant texts reveals that globalists tend to treat freedom, free market, free trades, and democracy as synonymous terms. Like the previous claims, this final decontestation chain attests to globalism's political responsiveness and conceptual flexibility. It combines the idea of economic globalization with openly militaristic and nationalistic ideas, associated with the American-led global war on terror. At the same time, however, Claim 6 possesses a somewhat paradoxical character. If global terror were no longer a major issue, it would disappear without causing globalism to collapse. In that case, it seems that Claim 6 is a contingent one and thus less important than the previous 5. On the other hand, if the global war on terror turns out to be lengthy and intense engagement, as suggested by the current American political leadership, then it will become actually more important over time. No wonder, then, that some commentators who favored the second option have claimed to detect a dangerous turn of globalism towards fascism.